Nowhere on Earth has a city become a global metropolis as quickly or as spectacularly as Dubai. But how and why did this happen? To understand how it got here, we need to step back in time. In a single day, we'll explore the region's evolution, from creekside trading post to global metropolis, while simultaneously taking in some of Dubai's most important sites. Welcome to Dubai. The world's tallest building, Burj Khalifa, soars 2,717 feet above the desert floor. Around it cluster 190 buildings, creating one of the planet's most recognizable urban silhouettes. But what makes this skyline so remarkable isn't just its height, but its timeline. It's that virtually none of it existed 30 years ago. This spectacle represents one of history's most dramatic urban transformations. The story of Dubai's meteoric rise begins with a small fishing village around a natural creek. For centuries, pearl diving and regional trade sustained a modest population of a few thousand. The discovery of oil in 1966 provided capital for modernization, but Dubai's ruler recognized the limited nature of these reserves since they were small compared to neighboring Abu Dhabi. While Abu Dhabi could rely on its vast oil wealth, Dubai needed alternative economic engines, a limitation that ultimately became its greatest advantage by forcing innovation decades before other Gulf states felt similar pressure. Today we'll experience Dubai's remarkable contrast firsthand, beginning where it all started, the trading heart of old Dubai. Our first stop is the Gold Souk, which represents one of Dubai's oldest and most successful economic diversification strategies. With over 380 retailers packed into narrow lanes, the Gold Souk continues centuries-old trading traditions while handling thoroughly modern volumes. Approximately 20% of the world's physical gold passes through Dubai annually. Just steps away is the Spice Souk. Here, burlap sacks overflow with colorful powders and pungent herbs that connect modern Dubai to ancient trade routes. Cardamom, saffron, dried limes, frankincense, and dozens of exotic spice blends create a sensory experience unchanged for generations. From the atmospheric souks, we reach Dubai Creek, the natural waterway that gave birth to the city and still functions as a working harbor. Wooden dhows line the wharfage, loading and unloading cargo bound for Iran, India, and East Africa. These traditional vessels, often family-owned for generations, continue trade patterns established centuries ago when pearl diving dominated the local economy. To cross the creek, we board an abra, a traditional wooden water taxi that has ferried passengers between the Dera and Bur Dubai districts for generations. These motorized vessels carry approximately 20 passengers per trip, charging the remarkably low fare of just 1 dirham, about 27 cents, a price deliberately maintained at this level to preserve accessibility for workers and retain cultural heritage. The Abra provides a unique vantage point to witness Dubai's dramatic architectural contrasts, the visual embodiment of a city where centuries of development have been compressed into decades. Arriving on the western side of the creek, we enter the Bur Dubai district and make our way to the Grand Souk. This covered marketplace offers diverse merchandise from fabrics to souvenirs, clothing to household goods. Bargaining remains an essential part of Dubai's souk culture. It's a form of social interaction, not confrontation. Merchants expect negotiation, but prefer friendly, respectful approaches than aggressive tactics. Textiles dominate the merchandise, with shops displaying fabrics from throughout the Islamic world. Intricate Indian silk brocades, Egyptian cottons, synthetic blends from China, and traditional Gulf textiles featuring metallic thread embroidery. After exploring these traditional markets, we transition to modern Dubai. Next stop, the more opulent Dubai. To get there, we're hopping on Dubai's highly efficient metro. The elevated track provides panoramic views of Dubai's rapid evolution as we glide toward the downtown district. The metro's efficiency stands in stark contrast to Dubai's notorious road congestion. Our journey would take 3 times longer by car during peak hours, despite Emirates' massive highway infrastructure. Opened in 2005 and still among Dubai's most distinctive retail destinations, despite being overshadowed by newer competitors, this massive complex called the Mall of the Emirates contains over 700 stores, 100 restaurants and cafes, a 14-screen cinema, a 500-seat theater, 2 hotels, and most notably, Ski Dubai, a 22,500 square meter indoor ski resort maintained at freezing temperatures while outside temperatures regularly exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Ski Dubai exemplifies Dubai's determination to overcome environmental constraints. This indoor ski resort maintains a temperature of 30 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, with 5 slopes of varying difficulty, including the world's first indoor Black Diamond run. The facility uses 6,000 tons of snow made from desalinated seawater. The engineering challenges involved in maintaining Arctic conditions in a desert environment while remaining energy efficient enough to be commercially viable demonstrate the technical ambition that characterizes Dubai's development approach. The snow at Ski Dubai isn't temporary. It's maintained as a permanent installation. The air inside is completely exchanged every hour to maintain quality and humidity levels, with sophisticated filtration system to prevent desert dust infiltration. Hopping back on the metro, our next stop is the Dubai Mall, currently the world's largest shopping center by total area. Connected to the Burj Khalifa, this retail colossus represents the ultimate expression of Dubai's commercial ambitions. Beyond simply offering stores, Dubai Mall functions as a multifaceted entertainment destination combining retail, dining, and attractions. The mall's signature attractions go far beyond traditional retail. The Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo occupies a central position, featuring a 10 million-liter tank housing 33,000 aquatic animals visible through the world's largest acrylic viewing panel. Visitors can walk through an underwater tunnel for 270-degree views of sharks, rays, and hundreds of fish species. Dubai Mall also features an ice rink, an Olympic-sized skating surface that hosts public sessions and professional competitions, and the massive Dubai waterfall installation. This 24-meter artistic cascade spans all 4 levels of the mall, with divers sculpted from fiberglass, seeming to plunge through sheets of water alongside the escalators. This deliberately theatrical centerpiece serves both aesthetic and practical purposes, creating a memorable landmark for navigation while drawing visitors through multiple levels of the mall's vast footprint. And just outside, you'll find the massive Dubai Fountain that connects visitors to the world's largest choreographed fountain shows, which we'll see shortly. And of course, the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, represents Dubai's philosophy of using iconic architecture to establish global recognition. When construction began in 2004, Dubai had limited international profile. Creating the world's tallest building guaranteed global media coverage. This strategy, using architectural spectacle as a marketing tool, has become Dubai's signature development approach, repeated with projects like the Palm Jumeirah. The mall's Fashion Avenue wing houses luxury retailers in a setting designed to rival Paris or Milan. One other thing the mall offers is a very necessary respite from the intense heat that Dubai is known for, particularly in the summer months. As evening approaches, we exit the mall to witness the Dubai Fountain Show. Set on the 30-acre Burj Lake, this choreographed water display remains the world's largest. The performances occur every 30 minutes after sunset, drawing thousands of spectators to the lake's perimeter. The fountain's technological sophistication matches its scale. 6,600 super lights, 25 color projectors, 22,000 gallons of water in the air at any moment, and 950 individual water expressions controlled by computers that constantly monitor wind conditions to adjust water heights automatically. The musical selections range from classical Arabic compositions to contemporary international hits, with water choreography precisely calibrated to each soundtrack. As night falls completely, the fountain shows continue against the backdrop of the illuminated Burj Khalifa. The tower's lighting system uses 70,000 LED bulbs capable of displaying complex patterns and images across its entire height. These nightly light shows transform the building into a 2,717-foot canvas, visible throughout downtown Dubai. And with that, we'll wrap up our day in Dubai. From traditional souks maintaining centuries-old commercial practices to a vertical city that emerged within a single generation. There really is no other place on earth like it. A little later in this series, we'll come back to Dubai on an overnight visit and visit a few sites we didn't get to see this time around, explore the history more in depth, and learn where this city of the future is going. But in the next episode, we'll see Dubai from yet another perspective, from the sea, as we begin our cruise on the Arabian Gulf, along with neighboring states of Qatar, Bahrain, and the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, the emerging cultural center of the UAE.